Alright, well, we're on some rocky roads today, and there's a van in with some sacks in front, and some of them fell onto the road earlier on. The terrain to Tuyoq Valley is getting more and more rural and more cut off from the rest of Turpan. We've still got all these dirt track roads here that we're going along. So this is how the Uyghurs cook on the stove here. It looks amazing. Alright, well, I'm just about to have lunch before I enter the Tuyoq Valley, and today it's Banmian. Should be great. This is a proper Uyghur style called noodles from a rural village. What you do is you just mix all of those noodles up with all the veg there, and there's a lot of different veg here. Oh, look at that, looks fresh, looks healthy, bit of pork in there, and it looks great. That is flavorful. Those courgettes really give it a good texture. More courgettes, some chili, some pork, some celery, the pork here, try a bit of noodles. The Tuyoq Village is 47 kilometers east of Turpan. It's at the bottom of a valley, and it's a desert oasis located in the Taklamakan Desert. Coming to the village is a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of downtown Turpan. Tuyoq Valley is known as a sanctuary for Muslims in China. A lot of the local people would say to each other, before you go to Mecca, you must first come to the Tuyoq Valley. And pilgrims from all over the world came here. Muslim Turks and Indians would come here on pilgrimage. Walking through the Tuyoq village is kind of like going back in time for a time machine. Everywhere around me I'm seeing like the local life, the rural life as it would have been back then, and it still is like that now. This village is also the oldest Uyghur village in China, over 2,000 years old, and basically they do this style of yellow clay building, here, and they still keep that style going. So this yellow clay that they were doing to make the buildings 2,000 years ago is still used today. And I must say it's been quite a surreal experience, honestly, just coming here, seeing the way they lived and that they're still living that way now. Behind me here is one of the sheep stables where they keep the sheep and the goats. There are different little storage places for different things. So for some of them they put grapes in there, and here, apart from the sheep, they also have all the food out ready for the animals to eat. It does feel quite strange. I'm seeing families of children, parents, and they're still living that old way of life. It's great to see that they're keeping on to that tradition, because it's a magical experience for me as a tourist, but not just that, of course. The main thing, they're keeping that tradition alive for the future generations, which is it's good to see. Alright, now that was pretty crazy. I just saw two kids driving. I think people just start things from an early age here, but they must be pretty independent from an early age, but whether it's crazy or not, well, it's not up to me. Just bought some raisins from a stand over here. Let's see how they taste. They're good, yeah. As you can see, we've got like a bit of a purple colour to them. Good stuff. Alright, well I got another bag of goodies, some more raisins, this time a different colour, some green ones. A raisin a day keeps the doctor away, let's say. And these are the guys that just sold me these raisins. I'll just say, I'm seeing a lot of old ornaments here. Old sewing machine, some old pottery and stuff. Well, it is hot today. I'm sweating here. I'm gonna have to hydrate soon, I guess. But yeah, just a magical place. It's good to be here. It has a very worldly feel. I mean, as I was saying earlier on, this is not the China I'm used to. I feel like I could be anywhere in the world. It just has a very multicultural feel. And I guess that's due to the location being pretty much in Central Asia. So a lot of different ethnic groups have come to here in the past. The Timurids, the Mongols, the Mughals, the Chinese, the Turks. Everyone's been in this region. It explains why it's so diverse here. I'm still munching on these green raisins. And I've decided not to go to the Flaming Mountain today, because the Tuyoq Valley is basically at the foot of the Flaming Mountain anyway, so, and you have to pay entrance fee to get in. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to look at the mountain but not enter. I'm not going to buy a ticket to go inside. I'm just going to look at the scenery from the outside.
The Flaming Mountains stretch for around 100 kilometers. With the highest peak at over 2,700 feet. It's the hottest place in China, with the highest temperature recorded at over 48 degrees Celsius. It became a popular tourist attraction due to the classical Chinese novel, The Journey to the West. which was written in the Ming Dynasty by writer Wu Cheng'en. A well-known protagonist in the book goes by the name of the Monkey King.
Well, it's my final evening in Turpan, and I'm in for a treat tonight. I'm going to be watching a folk music performance from the Uyghurs here, and this is the restaurant here that I'll be watching the performance. Should be great. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Xinjiang, was to enjoy the local music. Got all this buffet included, all these drinks and things. We've also got noodles. We've got different dishes like dapanji, which is the big plate of chicken dish that we tried in Dun Hapwang. We've got naan bread. We've got lots of vegetables, some skewers here, all the fruits. This is the hua mi gua, the melon, before they cut it up. So a lot of this is traditional Uyghur food here. Alright, now it's time to go and sit back, have some beers, have some great food and enjoy the performances. Okay, I'm ready for this, let's go. Alright, so you can see all my food here. I've got a mixture of dishes here and some fruit here and the lamb ribs, which should be the ice and sugar on top. So yeah, let's suck in. Well, it's been a long day. Before we went to the Flaming Mountains, and I tried to film there, and I got stopped by the cops, and I was told that I'm not allowed to film there. Basically, you can film the environment, but you can't be interviewed there, so I can't film myself talking about the mountains. So I got stopped, and I got took into the security room back there, and they had me there for about an hour, questioning me and everything. I'm just glad that he only made me delete that one piece of footage of me filming at the Flaming Mountains. I didn't have to delete any of the footage, which is great. So it all went hunky-dory, but it could have gone a lot worse. So if you're travelling around Xinjiang, just make sure that you're aware of the local laws and that you don't film too near the security or the cops, because they just don't like that.
The Muqam system was developed about 1500 years ago in Xinjiang province. Muqam in Arabic translates as melody, and Muqam is an Islamic music. There are 12 different kinds of Muqam in Xinjiang. This combination of music and dance became an expression of art for the Uyghur people, displaying their aspirations, and it expresses their feelings on chasing dreams. After watching the performances, I was called up onto the stage to join for a competition.
举个二一派，举个二一派，这个福利能不好吗？这就是获胜者，来，咱们四位先围成圈儿，咱们4人围过来，围着主持人，围到我跟前来。3、2、1 ，music， 加油！ OK， 大哥，您跟他不是一个级别的，还是您为了中外友谊。3、2、1， music！ 大哥，你跟他不是一个级别的，长江后浪推前浪。来 ，come on， 来，开始 speak Chinese。来，大家掌声欢迎我的英国朋友。然后呢，我们要恭喜这位英国的帅哥，成为了我们今天晚上八爷老爷的乘龙快婿。你结婚了吗？ 没结婚，刚好今天我们给你把婚结了，好不好？当然好，当然好。哦，这儿红红的红大衣，然后再加上我们的红红的红丝带，大家掌声一下，上不上去？哎，到台前来，来，给大家说这个新郎下台阶一定要注意安全啊！小心你的小腰被闪着了，慢一点，slowly。
I'm just sipping some beer now on the way out. I did not expect to be pulled onto the stage like that. At first it was a little bit awkward, but I got into it in the end. Yeah, it was good fun. That was definitely an experience. Well, I'm just on the train on the way back to Beijing from Turpan. It's a 28-hour train in total, but at least I've got a sleeper this time. I took a train like that a few years ago from Beijing to Haikou, and that was, I think, 35 hours, something like that. That was just a seat, and I'm not doing that again because that fucks up my back. But got some the wine I was showing you yesterday. This is from Turpan wine. I haven't tried any wine yet from there, so I thought I'd have this to finish the journey. So let's give it a go. Cheers to Northwest China, and yeah, it's been an amazing adventure, and met some amazing people, been to some amazing places, and see you next time. Go see China.
See you next time. See you next time.